So shimmy, shimmy. Let that phone on my feelings. Oh, girl, so shimmy, shimmy. Let that phone on my feelings. I do to be oh, Shabbat, my baby. Oh, Shabbat, Sarah. Oh, Shabbat, sweet Nancy. Oh, Shabbat, sweet love. Oh, Shabbat, my baby. Oh, Shabbat, sweet love. Oh, Shabbat, my baby. So pretty. So shimmy, shimmy. Let that phone on my feelings. I'm pregnant. Just pretty. So shimmy, shimmy. Let that phone on my feelings. I'm
Okay, that was a sound check. So, welcome to Pear Potato Tarot. In case you were wondering who that was, it is a DJ out of South Africa. Her name is Uncle Waffles. She is amazing. She just dropped a new album, so that's one of the tracks on her album. So shouts out to Uncle Waffles. Like, in case you didn't know, like, South Africa is a whole vibe, yo. Like, they had their own hip-hop culture. Like, I don't know, they giving American hip-hop culture a run for its money. And it's, yeah, the women dance, but they're not dancing in a slutty manner and everything. It's raw from what I see. So, yeah. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, again, her name is Uncle Waffles. I don't know the name of that particular track, but she just dropped an album called For the Streets, and it's raw AF. Check it out. All right. So anyway, this will be a June 2026 reading for Virgo. Sorry it's so late and everything. So what I heard for you all is I am out. I'm out this bitch. I'm out of here. I'm out of this job. Like quitting, leaving. Somebody is making a plan. Somebody is planning their grand exit. Okay. Somebody is planning to leave something or someone. But somebody is actively making an exit plan, okay? Somebody is actively coming up with an exit strategy. Somebody is like, I just hear somebody saying, okay, wait and see. So you could have told somebody that you were leaving and they didn't believe you. Like, oh, you ain't going nowhere. Oh, you gonna be in this relationship with me. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Where you going? And you could have been like, all right, like, I'm out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have told somebody, I'll be out of here by the end of the month, or I'll be out of here by the end of the year. However, and somebody didn't believe you, and you could have been trying to tell somebody, like, all right, like, my dude, I'm out. Or my girl, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, wait and see. And so now it's time to make that move. Somebody's mouth is going to be, like, on the floor. Either at the end of this month or going into July. Somebody is going to be shocked because you are basically you're leaving. You're out. You are out. Like, somebody is skipping out the door. Oh. Okay. What else we got? All right, so this is what came out for you, Virgo. So somebody has been doing a lot of drinking. Somebody basically sits around and drinks all day, or somebody is bored, somebody is tired, somebody basically has let themselves go. Somebody just basically is just like, you're tired of dealing with it. You're tired of, being bothered. Not even being bothered. You're just tired of dealing with it. Somebody has been actively making a plan to leave a situation or leave someone. Somebody is not happy. All somebody does is basically work, come home, and then drink to numb the pain. Like, or just to numb the dullness of life. Somebody could also be a writer, and somebody could be experiencing writer's block at this time as well. So this could be a situation where somebody could be trying to put together their memoirs, or somebody could be, you know, like that could be somebody's job, is writing short stories, or that could be a hobby for somebody, writing short stories, or, you know, doing some type of proofreading is what I'm hearing. Somebody is bored to the brink of fucking insanity. Like somebody is ready to literally jump off of a building. They are so bored with life. They truly are. Somebody doesn't go anywhere. They don't go anywhere. They don't do anything. First of all, somebody doesn't have any money to go somewhere, so somebody feels trapped. Somebody could work on commission. March 6th could be significant as well. You could be dealing with the Pisces. If you are dealing with the Pisces, all they do is sit at home and drink and talk about what they gonna do. Well, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Also, somebody else sits at home, you know, like, so this could be a situation where if this is not your partner, your person, this could just be you, because you were just like in an unhappy space. Somebody feels like a prisoner in their own life, in their own home, in their own everything. Somebody basically, yeah. Somebody has attempted to reach out to somebody and ask for help a million times. So this could be a situation where somebody starts off a text like, you know, I need you to come, you know, I need help. I need you to come get me, or this is what's going on, or that's what's going on. Also, somebody is debating on whether or not they should report somebody, or whether or not they should testify, is what I'm hearing, against someone, or whether or not they should help somebody fabricate a story. Like somebody, first of all, somebody is tired of dealing with somebody else's bullshit. So this could be a situation, Virgo, where your person always, so this could be a romantic partner, this could be a sibling, this could be whatever. But, you know, an outside entity or party is always getting you and dragging you in the middle of some bullshit. It seems like wherever they go is always some bullshit that follows. It was the same thing. It was some bullshit at the last house. It's some bullshit so somebody could have moved around a lot, or somebody could have moved because, you know, this person had gotten into some bullshit at the old house or the old place where they lived. And so basically they wanted to get a fresh start, or they were so much of a nuisance or a bother at the last place that they were, that, you know what I'm saying, they had to move. So this could be a situation where somebody could have been like, you know, a sex offender is also what I'm hearing. Somebody could be, you know, in a relationship with a convicted sex offender, and, you know, wherever they go. So this could be a situation, you know, where, you know, you got with this person and you all, you know, had to move because people found out that this person was a sex offender. And this person could have told you, no, that's not, you know, that's not true. That's not what happened. I didn't do that. Da 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 da. And then, you know, you said okay because you believed your person, y'all was in love and everything, and so you all moved to this place, and it's the same thing. Somebody has been accused of inappropriately touching or having inappropriate relations with someone. This could be like a somebody's person could be whorish, could be a whore. And it's like, so wherever y'all go, it's always some drama between you and another bitch because your person is fucking around with this person and that person. It could have been a situation like that where y'all had to pick up and move because your person either got in some drama or they was messing around with somebody and that started some drama. Or, you know, it's just, it's always something. That's what I'm hearing. It's always something with this nigga. No matter where we go, no matter what we do, it's always some drama. Somebody is secretly like a demon on the inside. Somebody is rotten to the core. And it's like you try to find and see the good in this person, or give this person the benefit of the doubt, because perhaps you love this person or y'all just been together for so long. But it's like, no matter where this person goes, they can't help it. I'm hearing he can't help it. That like that, it's just in them. There's also somebody who has a child who is just like a bad seed. Like, this is someone's kid who tortures like little animals. Somebody is just a mean-spirited, bad child. And no matter where, what school this child goes to or where this child lives, is always, telltale signs that this little bad demonite has been there. Somebody could be worried that perhaps their child is either, I don't know why I'm hearing possessed, or somebody could think that like maybe this motherfucker's possessed. Like, why are they so you know what I mean? Or somebody could be concerned, that an entity is taking a child over, or an entity is in a child, or like somebody's child is very aggressive, very mean, or somebody, doesn't necessarily have to be a child, but somebody is just, also somebody, when they drink, like a whole other side comes out in this person. So this could be a situation where when this person is sober, this person is nice and sweet, or it appears to be so, but when this motherfucker get a couple of drinks in them, baby, this is somebody who's like a belligerent, mean drunk. When this person drinks, this person gets violent, or argumentative, or hostile and aggressive when this person drinks. At the bottom of the deck, somebody could be on their guard. You cannot tell me that YouTube is not shadow banning me. There is just absolutely no way. But that's all right, because I'm going to keep saying what I'm saying. I can't help what I see about politics. But anywho, this is somebody who basically is, always on their guard. This is also somebody who is basically working until they get that big payoff, that big, where they can just hit that home run and get the hell out. Somebody does a lot of conversating on the phone as well. You can most definitely be dealing with a Pisces. Also, the 18th could be significant. The 3rd could be significant. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. January 8th could be significant as well. Somebody is a catfisher. So this could be a situation where somebody is on I did earlier that somebody is making their grand exit plan, right? So this could be a situation where somebody is like so miserable in their situation that they will cling to and grasp onto anybody that seems like they'll be able to deliver them, or get them to safety, or get them to some type of peace or something like that. So this is someone who could entertain a lot of people via the phone. Also, this is someone who basically, somebody is in an unhappy relationship, an unhappy dynamic. So as a result, this person basically, drinks or does drugs to numb the pain, however, or to make it through the day is what I'm hearing. All right. This person is always on guard because of the other person. So they could also be in an abusive relationship, Virgo, or you could be in the abuser, or you could be the one that's getting abused, but somebody is always in an abusive relationship, abusive in some form, whether it be like verbally, mentally, doesn't necessarily have to be physically, but verbally or mentally, that type of situation. Somebody also is very jealous and possessive. So I did say somebody doesn't go anywhere. And that's namely because somebody's really not allowed to go anywhere. Somebody is basically, hey Anita, Somebody is basically a prisoner in their own home. I did say that. Somebody is always being watched. Somebody is always being questioned. Like, you know, I see your question, baby. I got you. Somebody is always being watched. Somebody is always being questioned. Somebody is always being scrutinized. It's like, you know, so say you were in a relationship with someone who's super jealous, super, you know, possessive. Like, where you going? Who you talking to? You got to go to the store. Well, you know, like, well, why was you gone so long? Well, what did you buy at the store? Well, why do you need to go to the store? You just went to the store a couple of days ago. Like, what's going on? Like, you know, somebody is very overbearing also is what I'm hearing. And as a result, you're always on guard, Virgo. You're always like, you know, you don't really know what to expect from day to day with this person, and so you are just really tired. You're ready to go. Somebody is just basically, and this is also to a point of, say somebody was in a physical relationship and everything, I'm sorry, like a physically abusive relationship or whatever. This person basically is very, like, they're always on go mode. They're always expecting to, you know, be on go mode. Are you, like, what is going on with my YouTube? What are you doing, YouTube? Honestly, what are you doing, YouTube? Why YouTube am I only getting 1 or 2 viewers, YouTube? I'm gonna pause the reading for a second because I need YouTube to tell me something, because YouTube actually shouldn't be allowed to censor speech and to censor content, because that actually goes against the Constitution. And I noticed that whenever, like, specific topics come up, and you can't tell me that government agencies don't watch tarot card channels and things like that, but when certain topics are talked about, then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, my channel, I'm only getting like 1 viewer here or 1 viewer there. Like, that shit is crazy to me. So I don't know, YouTube, what's going on and everything, but I'm gonna really need you to get your shit together, because that's censoring free speech. And I mean, I know that the Cheeto Dust guy is doing everything in his power to suppress free speech, but until that motherfucker succeeds, please, it would be so nice if you could, like, stop shadow banning content creators' channels and everything, because actually without content creators you wouldn't have a fucking business. And somebody, just special note, this just came up, I'm not the only person who feels like this, and pretty soon somebody is going to come up with a platform, yeah, where people like us who have been shadow banned and supervised and silenced and everything because the government or power structures don't want the fucking truth coming out, they're going to band together, or I'm sorry, not they, but we're going to band together and create our own fucking platform. Yeah, and guess what? YouTube is going to lose so much money and so many sales. So I would suggest that YouTube stops doing what YouTube does, okay? Anyway, back to our regular scheduled program, because YouTube is fucking pissing me off now. Anyway, and also showing your hand, YouTube, because when people do readings, they're doing readings for millions of people, and so a hit dog is gonna holler, all right, always. So when you be out here shadow banning people and making it so people can't access information and access channels and everything, basically all you're showing the world is that when we talk about this fucked up shit, we talking about y'all. That's basically all you doing. To show is you're not suppressing anything. You're not keeping the truth from anyone. All you're doing is showing your hand. Okay, YouTube? Like, fucking, ugh, I don't, no. But anyway, so this is a situation where somebody is like, could be like in an extremely controlling relationship with somebody that's like extremely controlling, period. You know what I mean? Somebody could be violent. Somebody, you know, like I said, could be abusive. They watch, you know, somebody's every move. They question somebody's every move, somebody's everything. You know what I'm saying? Who are you talking to? Who is this? Who is that? And so, yeah, somebody's ready to go. Somebody is actively making a plan to get out. Somebody is also defending a relationship So this could be a situation where before somebody met someone, they were sad, they were depressed. All they did was sit in a room and drink, you know what I'm saying? But then, you know, they got better. You know, look at this woman in comparison to this woman before and after. Somebody is happier now. Somebody has focus. Somebody has a reason to go on. Someone has a reason to get better. Somebody makes someone challenge themselves to be a better person and everything. And this could be a situation where, you know, perhaps somebody else wants them to terminate that relationship or stop seeing someone, because first of all, if that is the case, that is because this person is threatened now that you are getting better, or you are doing so much better without them that they're going to lose you, period. They're going to lose you, and rightly so. This is them. This is, you know, your person or you while you're with this crazy nut job, and this is you after. You done met somebody else, you talking on the phone, you know, talking. Somebody's name could be Kelly, somebody's last name could be Price. Also, somebody could be talking to somebody's friend or talking to somebody's piece on the low as well. So this could be where a friend is crossing another friend out by talking to and or sleeping with somebody that they have either are dealing with or used to deal with. Hold on for a second. Let me turn this air conditioner off. All right. Okay, so somebody is basically crossing out their friend and all. So this could be a situation where somebody is getting questioned, like, who you been dealing with, or who you been talking to, or, you know, I heard that da-da-da-da-da, and this person is like, huh, what? Somebody's acting surprised. Somebody's going to even act appalled. Somebody's going to act shocked. Somebody's going to act insulted. Yeah. Like, why somebody tell me that you and such was fucking around? You and such are fucking around? What? That, like, you need to stop that. You know how people get. A hit dog gonna holler. Somebody could possibly want to fight somebody as a result as well when this information comes out. The number 15. 22 could be significant. 2215 could be an address as well. The letters or initials LC could be significant. Somebody could be a computer programmer as well, or could be into computers. Somebody could also be a financial advisor, or at least that's what they claim that they are. Somebody could, you know, be into stocks or something like that. So this could also be a situation where, you know, I did say somebody was a catfisher, professional catfisher. So this could be a situation where somebody is trying to find them a rich man, a rich nigga to get them out of poverty. And so they could just, you know, like have lots of phone buddies or something like that. And, you know, like their cover story is, first of all, somebody lies and says that they're single and they're not. Somebody also lies and says that they have less children than they do. So if this person has like 5 kids, they'll only like say they have like 1 or 2. So like they'll claim like the oldest 2, but like the younger ones, the ones that they're still responsible for, they're going to omit that information because they don't want to scare somebody off. So it's like, yeah, I have kids, you know, they in high school, or they in college, they out the house, you know what I mean? That type of situation. So technically they not lying. They just not telling the whole truth. Somebody basically sits on the phone and they just be telling me, I just be telling these niggas anything. Or I just be telling these broads anything. Somebody could have lied and told somebody that they were a author, or that's what they do for a living. They write short stories, or they are a content creator, or a copyright something or another, or not a copyright, but, you know, somebody who does like proofreading or whatever. Like somebody really gassed themselves up like they have a more important job than they actually do, if they even have a job. Somebody also is trying to cock block that too. Somebody's trying to block somebody from moving on to someone else, or from keeping a relationship from getting deeper or growing. So this could be a situation where, first of all, somebody still lives with their ex. That's where you're going wrong. Somebody still lives with their ex, and whomever this ex is, they are constantly trying to cock block your situation, or cock block somebody that you may be seeing and or dealing with. So this could be like, two parents who basically stay married because, they're going to stay married until the kids are grown and out of the house. Or they're going to stay married. Pisces had that I had that energy too. Or they're going to stay married because it's just, cheaper to, split the bills, or, live together and split the bills and the financial responsibilities and da-da-da-da-da, than be apart. But it's supposed to be like just like a financial arrangement. That's it. It's not supposed to be like a relationship. Like we just cohabitate together for this, or, for this reason or for that reason. But it's nothing more than that or to that. At least that's how one person feels. The other person may not feel the same way. The other person could, always seem to fuck up your situation or sabotage your situation. All right. So like, this is like, if you on the phone, like say you are still cohabitating with your boyfriend or your husband. Say you are this woman, you know what I'm saying? And you talking to somebody new. And, you're not going to tell your new person that you still live with your ex, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Because what man is going to deal with a woman that's still living with her ex? Nobody. So, you just might omit that little information. The ex is going to always make sure that the person that you on the phone with hears their voice. So, like, they'll wait until you get on the phone and start calling your name. Hey, where's da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da? Or, they always make it a point to say something to you, or to, to make sure that the other person knows that they are around. Look at how she looking. Like, Nick, for real? Like, here you coming here with this bullshit. Why are you always trying to talk to me when you see I'm on the phone? Somebody does it on purpose. Virgo. This smells really good, you all. I literally taste like plum. I think it's like plum or something. It's really good. But anyway, somebody does it on purpose. All right. So what is this past energy for my Virgos? Somebody just sits in it. Somebody likes brown liquor. Somebody just sits in the house all day, or at least that's what they were doing, and just drinking. Somebody's supposed to be a writer, or somebody was supposed to. So this could be like somebody was supposed to be like a freelance copywriter or something like that. Somebody was supposed to be writing a book, but they never got their books written, or they never got something accomplished because somebody would sit and drink all day. Somebody had developed a drinking problem. Somebody fell into like a mass depression. Somebody was very depressed out here for a long time. I'm sorry if you all can't see me. I'm so sorry. Let me turn. I hope you all can hear me. Okay. Somebody fell into like a mass depression with this card. Somebody is truly unhappy in their situation. Somebody feels trapped. Somebody feels like they are a prisoner. And perhaps, having these phone conversations was like the one little ray of light in this person's life. It was like the one thing that they had to look forward to and everything. Somebody actively tries to destroy that. it's to the point now, somebody used to have love for somebody has no love for the other person, or the other thing, or the other situation. You know, this doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. This could be, you know, you were working at a job and you were working in one department, and you know, when you first, you know, got transferred to that department, you know, you were so excited, you were so happy, you know, this is what made, you know, you were so excited and you were so, you know, so happy. It was so fulfilling. But just over time, like the team members, you know, perhaps things didn't work out, you know, with the team members, or the team leader, you know, was lacking in some way, but, you know, you found yourself unhappy. You know, perhaps the work became stagnant, and so there was like no forward movement, no upward movement. I'm hearing there's no progress with you. Like, we can never progress, or I can never, you know, make any progress, you know, in this situation or with this person, or, you know, something like that. And so, you know, you could have become very sad, you know, very like hopeless, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna always be like this. So it's like now you don't even want to work in that department anymore. You don't even want to work with that team, you know what I mean? It's like you don't even want to work for that company, whereas, you know, you looked at that, you know, like the company, the team, the work as, ooh, my toe is so sore. I stubbed my toe today, you guys. I know I didn't break it, but oh my goodness, it feels like it's broken. But it's like, you know, it has soured so much until, you know, you're not excited about it anymore. You don't want to do it anymore. And you could have found, you know, moved on and found something that has, you know, has made you excited again, you know, for life, or made you, you know, has made you excited again. And, you know, this person or this place is actively, you know, trying to stop that, you know. So if this is a situation like at work where you want to transfer to a different department because, you know, you and the team manager, the team leader aren't getting along, and, you know, and the department manager knows that you are not happy and you want to move, this is someone who will, you know, like make it, you know, harder for you to make that transition. So it could be like, well, you know, I'm not comfortable transferring you because your work here hasn't really been da-da-da. You know, just somebody's like pulling shit out of their ass just to be, you know, an asshole, just to make things harder for you, Virgo, because they know that you want to leave or you want to move on. If this is like a work situation. So now all of a sudden, because you said you wanted to transfer, you know, to a different department, now all of a sudden, you know, the department head has all these issues with your work, or now all of a sudden, you know what I mean, somebody is, you know, has counted how many times you didn't came in late or how late you were, you know what I'm saying, like that type shit. Just to block your progress, just to block you. And as a result, you have no love for whatever this is, or for whomever this is. Like you used to have, you know, like at least a modicum of respect. So say this is a relationship type situation. You may not have been in love with someone, but you may have still loved this person, or, you know, respected, you know, this person, or respected the time that you had or you had spent with this person. This person has been basically such a fucking asshole and such a hater, or so hateful and petty towards you that you don't even have that for this person anymore, Virgo. Like, this is how you look at this person. Like, they are a botheration. Somebody is a vexation. Like, you vex me. Like, go away. You are vexation in a bottle. Like, somebody hates to see somebody coming. Whenever, you know, the other person says anything to her, she's rolling her eyes like, what? Like somebody has no tenderness, no anything. Somebody literally, quite literally hates somebody. Like somebody literally disgusts them. Like, this nigga makes me sick. Like, I wish this nigga would just go somewhere. Or I wish this bitch would just go somewhere. Like, somebody cannot stand the other person. Somebody doesn't even want the other person to speak to them. So like, you know, say this is a cohabitation type situation. This could just be two roommates. You know, this could just be two people who started off as best friends. And so they decided they were going to move in together. Well, you know what I'm saying? It's just been like, you know, one has just been such a fucking, you know, such a fucking like pisser. You heard that? I wonder what they do at night. Why do you only ever hear those booms and stuff at night? I think they be blowing shit up or setting stuff on fire at night, like demolishing things or demolition or something like that on fire on the low. Like, listen, you don't hear that shit until the nighttime. What do they be doing? And it's like every night, too. That's the crazy thing about it. Every night. But anyway, so this could be like two friends who moved in together. And, you know, y'all used to be best friends. But one has been like so petty, such a bitch about everything. You know, especially, you know, when you let this person know that you were thinking about moving out or something like that. Then now you just is like, ugh, I cannot stand this bitch. Like, y'all definitely are not friends. First of all, because somebody drinks and they get in their feelings and they become a completely different person, that has quite literally turned the other person off. Like, somebody is just like truly, truly, truly tired of somebody. All right, in the past, we have the Judgment in reverse. And then give me another one for my Virgos. What is this past energy? First of all, somebody had a chance back in the day to leave a situation, and they didn't. Also, somebody drinks a lot because somebody could have tried to murk someone or take somebody out, and or they succeeded in doing it. So this could be a situation where somebody could have unalived. I hate it. Somebody could have killed somebody. And basically, their conscience has been eating them up ever since. They drink to forget what they've done. Then we have the Strength card. All right, somebody, this could have been a Leo as well. Somebody could be dealing with the Leo, for sure. But somebody, maybe this Leo feels this way about you, Virgo, but there's a Leo, either there's a Leo or a Leo feels this way about you, that basically they just made the wrong decision in dealing with you and being with you. Somebody thought that perhaps they could, you know, tame you or change you, you know, and everything. Maybe, you know, if they just stuck it out with you, maybe if they, you know, you all went to therapy is what I'm hearing, so you all could be married, you know. Maybe if you all went to therapy, or maybe if you went to therapy to like work out your issues and everything, Virgo, or you could have been saying this about somebody else, then, you know, we could work things out and things could get better. And it just wasn't like that. Somebody, first of all, has a drinking problem. And when somebody drinks, somebody becomes a whole demon out here. Somebody basically puts their hands on their partner. Somebody gets violent. Somebody gets disrespectful. Somebody gets belligerent. Somebody is tired of getting called out of their name when their person comes home drunk as fuck. So this could be a situation where, like, this is an ongoing thing. So somebody could, like, hate to see, and my mom used to say this about, you know, when she was growing up with my grandfather and my grandmother, because, you know, my grandfather was, you know, extremely abusive to my grandmother, according to my mom. And so she, you know, used to say that she hated, like, when Thursday would come, she would always get a pit in her stomach because she knows the next day is Friday. And my grandfather would go out drinking and come home drunk and beat the shit out of my grandmother like all weekend long. And then Sunday basically is when he would calm down because he had to go to work and everything for the week. And so then he would work, but then come Friday, same thing all over again. And somebody could be in a situation like this. Somebody deals with somebody who drinks, and when they get drunk, they get violent. Somebody had the opportunity to walk away from this situation, or somebody did walk away from this situation. And somebody should have put that situation to bed when they had the opportunity the first time, but they chose not with this judgment in reverse. So in the upright, this situation is done and dusted. You know what I'm saying? Like, put them in a casket. This situation is done and dusted. But in the reverse, it's not. So somebody revisited a situation that they should have when they were lucky enough to get out the first time. They should have kept on going. But somebody just basically came back. Somebody could have water-tied somebody, about how much they've changed and how they realized that the way that they was living was wrong and how they was doing you was wrong, Virgo. And if you give them another chance, blah, 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 and you fell for that shit, or somebody fell for that shit with you, yeah, look how this woman used to look. When she first met you, she was beautiful. Look at you out here acting a fucking fool. You was already acting a fool, Virgo, or your person was acting a fool. This is your person. And look, this is, look, beautiful. Like, I have it. Don't worry about it. I can bring calm to your life. Just trust in me, And they tried. Now this is that same person. Like, fuck. Somebody locks themselves in their room as well. So this is a situation where somebody could just cohabitate with somebody until they can save up the money to move out or something like that. But in the meantime and in between time, somebody basically, because they do live with this little violent motherfucker, this could be a situation where somebody has like a lock on their bedroom door. So when they know that, the other person has gone out and has, been with their, their friends or has been on a bender, they'll, go in their room and lock the door and everything so this person can't bother them. You hear that? What is that noise? Yeah, because somebody always wants to fight. Baseball could be significant. A women's softball league, or somebody could play like ladies softball or softball, t-ball. Could also be could be something. One of these days, I say I'm gonna do that all the time. I'm gonna be on a fact-finding mission. I'm gonna drive around and listen for the booms and see what that is. I need to be saying that. Didn't I just say the YouTube be shadow banning me in my damn mouth? But you know what? It's my fucking country, and I deserve to find out what the fuck my tax-paying dollars is paying for. And everybody out here should be saying the same thing. What are they actually doing? Shit. Not just here, but everywhere. All right, so that was the past energy. Let's see. Somebody could have, like, when you met this person was like very wild, unkept. Like, this could be a situation where, you shine somebody up, Virgo. You gave somebody style, or you tried to style somebody up. You could have tried to, or somebody, called themselves doing that with you. All right, what is the current energy for my Virgos out here? Let's see. Ooh, there's a lot. I gotta get some more cards, Virgo, I swear, because these are so sticky and it's hard to shuffle them without all of them coming out. These especially. All right. What came out? We have the Temperance card. Okay. Somebody is always playing with fire with somebody. All right. Somebody could also be dealing with the Capricorn too. But somebody is always testing the bounds of something. Always. Also, this could be a situation where you are in a relationship where you and your person could possibly drink too much. Eating the forbidden fruit. Or somebody's into very taboo things, sexually perhaps. With this temperance card here, let's see. Adam and Eve. You could be having like a philosophical debate about who, you know, where the original sin started. Was it Adam or was it Eve? First of all, somebody's relationship is fucked up because these two people cross lines. Okay, there is somebody, Virgo, you could, you know, some of you Virgos could be in a relationship, and the reason why the relationship or you guys are constantly going back and forth is because you all cross lines that a couple should never cross. Now, when you're trying to maintain the purity and the integrity of that relationship. So this is like, you know, somebody inviting a third party into their bed and then crying when, you know, perhaps you find out that your person and the third party have been hooking up behind the scenes. Well, you can't really be mad at anybody but yourself because you invited the competition into your bed. You know what I mean? So it could be a situation like that. It also is a situation where, you know, the reason why you can't seem or you have not left this toxic situation is because both of y'all are toxic. And the beautiful thing about this fucked up dynamic is y'all can be toxic together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could be toxic together. So one person, you know, like I said, both people could drink a lot. So this could be a situation where both people have, you know, a habit of some sort. Well, guess what? Y'all can get high together. Y'all get drunk together. Y'all, you know, y'all are engaged in toxic behavior together. And that's the reason why, you know, two people found it hard to split, or why you found it hard to split from someone, or while someone found it hard to split from you, Virgo. But that's also the reason why this relationship could never, ever, ever be healthy again, because too much toxic shit has happened in the relationship. Okay. All right, give me one more for the current energy. Somebody turns somebody out. We have the Ace of Coins. Somebody keeps constantly coming back, going back, trying to restart a situation. All right. So somebody is constantly going back and forth, trying to, somebody is constantly giving a bad situation life. So this is a situation where, you know, every time you deal with this person, it never fucking ends well. It never turns out right. You know what I'm saying? But yet and still, you always have hope against hope. And so you always, you know, would keep a door open for this person in or this situation because, you know, this is, you know, this is what you wanted, or this is the person that you wanted. And, you know, could also be an on again, off again relationship or dynamic. 1918 could be significant. February 5th or February 6th could be significant. This could also be a situation where somebody had twins. And so say somebody had twins and they had the first twin at 11:58 and then the second twin came at 12:01 the next day. That's kind of cool. Earth sign. Well, an earth sign. I was going to say an earth sign. It could be significant. Also, somebody could be like an Eastern star. as well. Also, somebody basically practices voodoo, hoodoo, or witchcraft. Somebody gets their powers from the devil. That is how somebody is always. So somebody is very fortunate out here, prosperous out here. That's because somebody has pretty much sold their soul to the devil for riches. All right. So, yeah, I don't know if you know that. Also, this could be a situation where, like, say you are a reader or something like that. Somebody could constantly be trying to like throw shade, saying that, you know, what you do is devil worship, or somebody could be calling somebody a devil worshiper or a witch or something like that, because somebody makes their money through some type of spiritual work. Or so somebody could be also accusing somebody of being a charlatan. Somebody actually is a charlatan out here. Meaning somebody could claim that they are like a healer or a witch doctor, or they, you know, this is somebody who could like sell potions or sell oils or sell what, you know, sell whatever, claiming that it has some type of spiritual power to it or something like that. And that's a lie. That's a lie. Somebody could also be trying to keep you from going towards somebody, or you could be trying to keep somebody from going towards somebody, Virgo, because you know that this person means you no good, or, you know, or means you're, you know this. Hey, Fresh. Every time you think you above me, I know that's right. No, never toxic, eating off nobody's kids, thinking I'm powerful off of it. Okay. Well, welcome to the reading. You know, and so you could be trying to like keep somebody away from someone because you feel like this person is toxic. This person brings toxicity. Somebody cannot stand someone, okay? Like, I don't know if this is you who can't stand someone or somebody can't stand you, Virgo, but like just the mere sound of somebody's voice is like nails going down the chalkboard. Somebody is just like, ugh, will you please just get the fuck away from me? Somebody is like, yeah. All right. We have out here, what is the outcome energy? We have King of Pentacles. And then the Temperance card again. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius. Period. That's the Temperance card twice. This person could also be a Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, this King of Pentacles. If this is not an earth sign, gentlemen, but this could be Capricorn for sure, because you do have the devil out here. I'm sorry, not the devil. You have Temperance, but I don't know why I keep seeing the devil. So this person could be a toxic person in someone's life if this is not a Capricorn. All right. This is also someone who has money too. This could be a Taurus, strong Taurus as well. This could be someone who has money. Somebody is constantly on a hunt for someone who has money. So this person is like a professional gold digger. Orchids could be, not orchids, but what's that word? Irises could be significant. Somebody have irises in the front of their house. Confirmation. Yellow, to be exact. Confirmation. Somebody claims to get some type of spiritual whatever from on high. Somebody claims to be favored by God, or somebody claims to possess some type of spiritual power where they have the power to heal. Somebody has made a business off of this. Somebody and their partner have gone into business together. Somebody doesn't even know. So this could be also a situation where somebody does have some type of, business, small business, whatever it may be. So this could be a woman who has this business, and basically this woman is constantly being taken advantage of by this man. So basically, this man is with this woman because she's a come up. So somebody is with the woman because she makes money. She makes dough. She foots the bill for everything. And that could be, okay, there is definitely somebody out here who basically claims to be like spiritually touched, or I don't know, but whoever this person is, this person claims to be like a prophet, a healer. Where like people come to this person expecting that, they have the ability to heal or remedy whatever situation they have going on. So somebody could sell like potions or tinctures or things like that. And, whoever this person is, they have people, convinced that they are like the second coming of the Messiah. Somebody could be of Asian descent. Korean also is what I'm hearing. 감사합니다. There are, okay. So speaking of someone of Asian descent, so I know you've been on like TikTok or Facebook or whatever, Instagram, where you'll just like, it'll be like a group of girls on live and everything from like like one of these countries like the Philippines or some shit like that. Basically all those like videos are like advertisements. These women are looking for men that's gonna marry them, like mail order brides type of situation. Hey Kim, thank you for joining me, y'all. I appreciate it. I forgot to give hearts and to everybody. Like mail order brides. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're trying to find them. Like a rich American or a rich European. Hey, Chevalier. To come and marry them. This is also Thailand. Katoi. So somebody goes to Thailand a lot as well. That just came out of nowhere. Somebody goes to Thailand a lot. Somebody basically also could be a sex trafficker. So somebody would like go to like one of these countries and find, whatever, and then bring them back. And this is not like, in some instances, I'm sure it is, against, someone's will. But you said you reject this woman. I know that's right. You said they got a BS Philippines, says she's my girl. Oh, yes. Sometimes these shits just be coming. Like, I can't even tell you. People ask me, like, how do you see that? Like, I couldn't even tell you. It just comes. But this is like in some, and what I'm getting is, this is not like where somebody is going and taking these people against their will and then bringing them back and then, having them sell themselves. You said Starboy might do it. But this is like, these people come willingly. Katoi. Isn't that what the lady boys are called in Thailand? The Katois, the third sex. Somebody is making money hand over fist. Peddling, Katoi sex workers. Hand over fist, baby. Also, somebody likes lady boys. And I did say that somebody could stay with somebody in a very, because in this situation, even though it's not, it's not a healthy situation, but these people can be toxic together. First of all, both people in the relationship could be bisexual or gay or have same-sex tendencies. And so it kind of works out because as swingers, It sates, you know, both of their sexual appetites. So they could bring other women into the bed. They could bring other men into the bed. If they pedal couture, lady boys, shit, hole in one. No pun intended. Somebody made a very bad decision to constantly try to work it out with the Leo. That's for damn sure. Also, somebody made a very bad decision to cut somebody in on something, or to commit a crime, and or to tell somebody about a crime. So going back to, I said somebody unalived somebody, and perhaps Virgo, you know about this, or okay, how can I put this? Somebody unalived somebody. So this could be a situation where two people got together and they set somebody up and they unalived this person, right? And so ever since this has happened, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of been like, you two really are tight, or friends even, but you can't really completely let each other go or cut each other off, you know, because if you do that, you know, it's like two people kind of stay connected to one another to make sure that the other one is not going to rat them out. Okay? Somebody beat somebody to death and got paid for it. Where somebody got paid to beat somebody up. This could have been a Sagittarius that this happened to. Somebody is constantly going back to an ex. This ex could be this King of Pentacles. This could be a Sagittarius. Somebody is talking to a Sagittarius, and whoever this Sag is, they got dough, boo. This no. Somebody's trying to block a new beginning that you may have with the Sagittarius, Virgo. Somebody done found them a man who has dough. So somebody basically landed them that big fish. that prize fish that could take them out the ghetto. You know, hey, education, got what? Somebody got, you know, so this is, we were talking about somebody is a professional gold digger. I shouldn't call this person a professional gold digger. This is someone who basically looks for a gold digger, somebody of affluence to help them, you know, get out of whatever situation that they may be in. And somebody found someone. This person could be a Sagittarius, and you know, your past person, or whomever this is, past person, could like be trying to block that, cock block that, stop you from having this new beginning, because they know that, you know, if you and the new person start to really, really get it together, that your ass is out of here. And somebody is doing everything in their power to try to make sure that that does not happen. Somebody could have even threatened the new person, like, if you come over here, I'm gonna fuck you up, or da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like, so this is a situation where somebody has even tried to scare the new person away. Somebody basically does not want to be bothered with the old person. Somebody basically does not want the old person's love anymore. Somebody wants to start anew. Somebody could have also have gotten baptized too. Recently gotten baptized as well. I don't know why that's significant. Somebody wants a man, or wants somebody who can take care of them. And so this doesn't necessarily have to be like a gold digger type of situation, but somebody wants a man who basically fulfills the role of a man. Not just saying you a man, you know, and then expect that somebody's supposed to follow behind you or blindly listen to what you say simply because because you say you are a man or because you're born a man. Somebody wants an actual fucking man. Somebody wants somebody who will allow them to be a woman. Like, you know, I always say this. You know, and I'm uber independent, okay? And I always get accused of not listening. Like, you don't listen. And my answer to that is, if you want me to listen to you, if you want me to play the woman role, then you best to be playing the fucking man role out here. So that means if my car breaks down, all I should have to say is, my car is broken. And that's it. That's it. Because, see, my man is going to take care of that. Oh, you know, my man is supposed to say, and I've only had one man in my life like that. Maybe two. No, I take it back. I've had two. You know what I'm saying? The man, what is the man supposed to say? Okay. That's it. Not okay, not sit on the phone and say, here, call my friend, da-da-da-da-da, and take your car to him. Or, you know what I mean? I'll call around and see how much some parts are. No, nigga, that's your job. That's your job to do, not my job. I don't need you to help me to do your job. And then you turn around and say how I don't listen to you and da-da-da-da, or I don't know how to be a woman. Some men don't let women be women, just like some women don't let men be men. So, you know, but that's a whole other conversation. But this is someone who wants a man to be a man. You know, you say you are a man, then all I should have to worry about is taking care of you, the kids, and the home. Okay? Because that's what God said the role of a woman was in the Bible. I'm just supposed to be here, clean up the house, take care of the kids, work in the garden, grow some food, give you a blowjob when you deserve it, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? Your job is to go out here and be the hunter fucking gatherer and to build us, you know, our dwelling and all. That's your job. So, you know, somebody's looking for that. A man that's a man in every way. In every way. He knows what his job as a man is. To take care of my woman, to take care of my family. That's my job. You said 11-11. I know that's right, Alexis, honey. I'm trying to tell you. Somebody, you know, that's what somebody wants. Is a full-grown, real man out here. And perhaps they found somebody that fits the bill. And now this old person is scared for their life because they know that once, you know, these two people really make that connection, it's a wrap for them. Like, nigga, I don't need you. Somebody is in a situation or was in a situation with a man who didn't know how to do shit. He couldn't even change a tire. Okay? If he had to go out there and find y'all something to eat, okay, if he had to hunt something to eat, y'all motherfuckers would starve. He can't even do that. First of all, somebody has so many felonies on them, they couldn't even get a job. And maybe at first, you know, because, you know, you could have decided that, okay, I understand that there's going to be some type of restrictions or whatever to what this person can bring in. I love this person so much, or I'm willing to make that sacrifice. I'm smart enough, or I make enough money where we're going to be okay, right? But you didn't factor in that this person has a drinking problem and this person likes to put his hands on you. Or this person, you didn't factor in that this person basically, they just want to be in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to straighten up or get a 9-to-5 or whatever. Somebody is street. Period. They street. And that's all they gonna ever be, is street. I mean, if somebody makes money in the streets, but then you also have somebody here, Virgo, who basically they be in the streets and they don't make fucking money. Somebody been a block boy their whole life. Somebody has never graduated to the next level of the game. Okay? Somebody has always been a buyer instead of a supplier. If you know what I mean. If you know, I know. And you are just like, listen, at what point, my nigga, do you realize that perhaps the streets are not the most lucrative for you, or maybe we're getting too old, or maybe we have way more responsibilities than, you know, this 8-ball can afford to pay, and like you really need to like grow up and get it together, and somebody just can't do it. And as a result, now you're like sick and fucking tired of this person. You're sick and fucking tired. Look at this woman's face. Like, ugh, what? What? Why are you calling my name? What? No, I don't want to have sex. What am I cooking? I'm not cooking anything. What? Like, this is how somebody basically deals with somebody now. Or this is how they feel on the inside towards somebody. Like, ugh, I wish this nigga would just get hit by a fucking car and just, go somewhere. Like, why are you here? Yeah. And somebody regrets getting involved with someone. Somebody regrets, you know, always, you know, dealing with somebody's bullshit and then, you know, trying to start anew with someone. And somebody has met someone else, I'm getting, who basically ticks all the boxes, who seems to be, and I'm saying seems because in some instances, somebody who thinks that they are doing the marking is getting marked. But who seems to be everything that, hey, Casey, why do girls like a guy but act like they don't? I don't know, baby. I think because that's like a test. You know what I'm saying? To see how bad do you want this woman? I mean, you know, how bad do you want it? If you want it very, very badly, you're going to keep on and keep on and keep on until you get it. Trust me, a woman likes consistency and she likes tenaciousness. For real. Make a woman want to be with you. And hey, what is it? Zelecki? I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing that right. But basically, everybody, thank you for joining me. But somebody has found, Virgo, you have found somebody who ticks all the boxes. Or who appears to tick all the boxes. And you are ready to make a go with this new person. And the old person is shitting themselves. Okay? Somebody has dodo. Somebody wears a suit to work. Alright? Somebody wears not khakis and a button down. Somebody wears suits to work. Pinstripe suit could be significant. I do hate pinstripe suits. I don't know. It's just my personal whatever. I just feel like pinstripe suits scream pimp. But somebody wears, you know, somebody wears very, 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 somebody's very in CEO energy. Somebody could have their own company. Somebody could also be into like shipping, cargo. Also is when I'm hearing international trade, international shipping. Somebody got money. All right, what is overall energies for my, you said, hey, just coming on, watching from the D. Baby, Sharita, let me tell you about the D, boo. Let me tell you about the D. Since we're talking about ballers, first of all, okay. I went to an HBCU and half of the people that went there were from Detroit. Let me tell you something. First time I ever seen a balling ass man for real, they were from Detroit. Like with knots like this in each pocket. But beyond the whole material thing, I used to have so much fun in Detroit. The D was always good to the girl, let me tell you something. And Pizzapopolis was my favorite place to go. I've not had Pizzapopolis in like 20 something years. I hear they've gentrified Greektown and everything. I'm very sad about that. And Belle Isle was me and my girl's spot. So I feel like I'm talking to like family. I love Detroit. I love Detroit. Now I'm going to tell you something. Detroit men, in terms of that energy of a man knowing a man's role and what he's supposed to do, Detroit men kind of embody that energy. Meaning Detroit men know they got to basically take care of their person. They know this. You said, when am I coming back? I'm going to try to get back. I swear I am. I'm gonna try to get back because I have so many friends in Detroit still. I promise you, when I'm making that move, I'm a damn sure let you know so we can go out for drinks or something. But I love Detroit men because Detroit men, they basically know that they have to come out the gate being a provider. First of all, because Detroit women gonna let them know that, okay? I remember my friend, what was that girl? Well, she was a friend of my roommate's. I forget what her name was. And I remember, now this is years ago, I'm older, okay? And I remember it was some guy trying to talk to her as we was walking, as we were in in Belle Isle or whatever, on Belle Isle. And he was a cutie pie. And he was like in a Mercedes or something like that. And I'm like, girl, something. And she was like, girl, he is in a 93. And it was like 95, 1995 when this happened. She was like, girl, he is in a 93. And I'm just like, wow. Detroit women don't play. They do not play about their money, and they do not play about their hair and their nails. Okay? Okay, so, yeah. I say that to say that when you deal with the man from Detroit, not saying all of them, you know what I'm saying, but just in general, when you deal with men from Detroit men already know, like, they have to be the provider, or they're going to be a provider, because that is what is expected. Okay? Women don't try to be uber independent there. And the women make money, but it's like, okay, the women know in Detroit that they are the prize, that they are the catch. For sure. And the men know that too. So somebody could have found somebody who embodies that energy. Like, this man is a man's man. He knows exactly what he's supposed to do for his woman, and he does it. You know what I'm saying? Here, babe, somebody breaks somebody off. Here, go get your hair done. Go get your nails done. You working? Keep that money for yourself. I got you. Hey, Oriana. Hey. Somebody, you said, okay, you right. I love me. We said, I've never been to Palmer Park. I've never been to Palmer Park. Or if if I have been, I didn't know. Cleveland. We're in Ohio. Yeah, C-Town. Ow. But this is someone who, is a man, first of all, because they got it like that. But even if they didn't, it's not even so much that this person has money. These are the values that have been instilled in this person and everything. So it's like, if you working, that's your money. That's your play money. Because he has the bills. He's taking care of the bills because that's a man's job. Okay? So somebody basically is finally experiencing what it's like to be in a relationship with a true partner, with, someone who, values, or somebody who basically knows their role and fulfills their role. All right. So what it is, you say you have brother-in-laws there. Yeah, like the Cleveland and the D. Yeah, I love Detroit. Let me tell you something, baby. All right, we have bags secured. First of all, I'm going to put this back because I was thinking about Detroit, okay? But no, I'm going to keep this. Bag secured. So somebody basically going back to somebody is a professional man hunter, or a hunter for rich men. They found someone. They found somebody who can basically provide the lifestyle that they have always wanted. That's because somebody is affluent. They have their own business. Somebody basically, I'm going to say this again, somebody in their mind, this is what they're calling this person, somebody hooked that big fish. At the bottom of the deck, we have brand new. Somebody is getting ready. So this is also a situation where I did say somebody met someone who challenged them to want to be. You said you work at a homeless shelter. Yeah, we have a lot of that going on, and I don't know if this is a trend there. What's crazy is, I'm gonna get off topic for a second. What's crazy in Detroit is you all have, like, I know Detroit was taken under receivership and everything. It was taken over by the state, and you guys are no longer in receivership, but as a result, you know, Detroit pretty much has been gentrified. All right, the D is not like it was, from what I understand. I also hear you guys have like a lot of waterfront development happening there as well. Same thing here in Cleveland. All right, you all also have an organization called the Land Bank that runs rampant in Detroit, as it does in Ohio. And the Land Bank, basically, they make their money by foreclosing, or, you know, by the county foreclosing on houses from delinquent property taxes or through nuisance abatement and everything. So basically, the Land Bank assembles, you know, land. So it exploits, or they primarily operate in communities of color, which always tend to be poor communities where home retention is always a challenge and things like that. And so, you know, the likelihood of delinquency or foreclosure are always greater in these types of communities, and you know, they are able to get these parcels of land, you know, for nothing, because Land Bank is a nonprofit. But anyway, I say all that to say that Detroit and Cleveland have very similar problems. What is interesting to know is the people who created the Land Bank here in Cleveland are the ones who created the Land Bank there in Michigan. So you all's mayoral race, basically the mayoral race in Detroit pretty much mirrored the mayoral race that we have here in our city as well, okay? And both cities are taken under receivership, not Cleveland, but there's another city taken under receivership. So basically they can do the same thing here that they did in Detroit. All right, anyway, back to the program. Yeah, so somebody, basically, I did say somebody met someone who challenged them to be a better version of them. So this could be a situation where, you know, somebody could be, you know, My Fair Ladying themselves. So this is somebody who could be like watching etiquette videos and things like that, or, you know, learning how to dress a certain way so they can fit into their new station in life, or the station that they believe that they're getting ready to elevate themselves to through this relationship. So if they have someone who is like super wealthy, you know, this is someone who is learning, you know, about art, or about fine arts, or about classical music, about things that, you know, if they were to go out with this person, they, you know, they would have some type of familiarity or some type of exposure to it. Okay. Also, they're doing all these things because I did say that somebody sells a facade. Somebody has basically sold someone a fake, you know, narrative of who they are. Okay. Somebody basically, you know, has lied about who they are or what they do or what they have in an effort to impress someone or to hook someone, you know, to get someone hooked onto them. And so again, this could be a situation where this, you know, person probably comes from nothing but plays the role like, you know, they were schooled at a Swiss boarding school or something like that. And so, you know, they'll Google, what do Swiss boarding schools teach? And then they'll like do a deep dive into that and learn that. Virgos, you all are very good at that. Like, you know, not so much taking on energy, but assimilating to your surroundings. All right. Virgos are like the chameleons of the zodiac. They can blend in anywhere because they pretty much take on the energy of their surroundings, or will take on the energy of the person that, you know, they are talking to, or that is, you said, am I a fortune teller? I don't think so. I don't consider myself a fortune teller. I just know how to read cards. You know, but will take on their persona. So if they happen to be hanging around somebody who's a punk rocker, now all of a sudden they're a punk rocker. If they, you know, are hanging around somebody who likes classical music, then all of a sudden now they love classical music, you know. So this is someone who maybe doesn't have their own type of, you know, personality. So they get, you know, their personality or their energy or their ideas from copying or, you know, emulating other people. All right. Okay, let me get some birthdays that may be significant. Virgo. Oh. I'm going to go ahead and put those down. Oh. Crystal, baby. All right, I didn't know something as well. Somebody just told me something like pure crystal has like a blue light to it. Didn't know that. All right, you could be dealing with somebody on the 7th. If you are Sagittarius, is smart and honest, that's you. Okay, well, somebody is glad that they have you, and somebody is trying to block the person that you're dealing with. Somebody is trying to keep them from getting to you, because you could probably be an upgrade to this person from what they are used to having or used to dealing with. If you were born, or if you're dealing with somebody on the 7th, you could be dealing with some type of betrayal. You could find out that somebody snaked you. You could be dealing with the Queen of Wands, Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. But you could find that somebody, you know, could have snaked you or could have tried to go behind your back. I did say that somebody could find out that their friend basically is talking to their piece or talking to their ex or something to that effect. If you're dealing with somebody, or if you're born on the 27th, you could be getting some type of information. This could be some type of illumination. So you could be finding out a secret about something, or somebody could be finding out a secret about you. Also, somebody could go through somebody's phone and read somebody's text messages. Also, somebody could be drunk texting somebody. Or somebody could wait until somebody is drunk and then on their phone and send somebody a message. So I did say that somebody is actively trying to sabotage somebody's relationship or project or something that they know is going to take you to the next level, Virgo, or you're doing this to somebody. If you're born on the, or not if you're born, if you're dealing with somebody on the 3rd, whose birthday is on the 30th, you could be dealing, this person could be a King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If this is not an air sign, gentlemen, this could just be somebody who is your nemesis, somebody who basically you know is an enemy. This person could present themselves as a friend, but you know that this person is truly not a friend on the inside. Or you could be dealing with a air sign gentleman. And if this is just an air sign gentleman, this could be somebody who could possibly be interested in you at this time, could be fond of you, or has taken a liking to you. If you are dealing with somebody, or if you know somebody born on the 13th, you could be getting some type of bad news about a child, or your child has been acting up in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Somebody needs to watch their kid as well, too. If somebody's child was missing, my condolences. But if your child was missing, you could get some type of, you could finally get some news about your child. It may not be the best news. I'm so sorry for that. But somebody could be getting some bad news about a kid. Also, somebody's kid, I did say somebody could be wondering if their child is like possessed, or because somebody's child is like bad. Somebody's child is hateful. Somebody's child does shit like strangle or hang animal. Like somebody's child is sick. You could be 35 out here as well. Also, somebody could be worried that somebody won't leave, or will never leave them alone, or they'll never be able to leave a situation, that somebody is basically stranded in or trapped in a situation. If you're dealing with somebody on the 15th, this could be somebody that you work with, or somebody that you plan on doing some type of travel with. Somebody could be planning on camping as well, doing some type of camping. Somebody could live like in like bear country. Bears could be significant. If you're dealing with somebody on the 1st, all right, or whose birthday is on the 1st, this is somebody who is going to bring you some type of good news. Also, the person who you're courting or you want to be with, the person who you feel like is going to come and save you, this person could be born on the 1st, too. Somebody's initials are E and S, E, P, or S. If you are dealing with somebody on the 9th, you could be dealing with the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, female. This is somebody who is a enemy. You could have fallen out with this person. Somebody could want to make amends as well. I wouldn't trust it. If you are dealing with somebody or know somebody born on the 28th, this could be a brand new start in a relationship. Or this something pertaining to your house could be significant. And if you are dealing with somebody on the 24th, this could be your child. Or this could be somebody who has basically stolen your heart. So going back to, I said the ex person is very threatened because they know that this new person basically is taking you away from them. This person is the apple of your eye. This person has your head. This person has your heart. This person is quickly gaining your loyalties over the other person. This is where you want to be. All right. Let me get a couple more. Let's see. You said talk to you, blessed. Talk to you soon. I don't know. I'm doing the hands, the little emoji hands. Oh my goodness. Deuces. Deuces. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay. All right. What else we have for my Virgos? All right. Somebody could be, I did say somebody's like into very taboo type of a situation. Somebody likes to be tied up. Somebody likes to be whipped or beat. Oh, okay. I just flew right on that when I said that. All right. Somebody could have slept with somebody's brother. Oh, wow. Oh, my little toe is so swollen. My big toe, rather. It's so swollen. Somebody could have slept with someone's brother. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have family matters. All right. A strap on. So somebody could use a strap on during sex. Also, somebody used a strap on somebody. Somebody unalive someone. Somebody could be skinny. Something could be happening within the next 1 to 3 weeks. We have brother in reverse. All right. Also, somebody could be getting anal as well. Somebody could be into anal sex. I did say that these are two people who both of them could be swingers. Somebody is definitely on drugs and or alcohol. We have April. So somebody could be an Aries. We have wife. Something could be pertaining to somebody's wife. So somebody's wife is planning on leaving. Here we have Aries. So this could be a marriage. Somebody goes from man to man. And also these are two men, same sex. Somebody needs to watch their back. Also somebody engages in violent sex. Somebody is also on the down low. Somebody's bromance. Okay, bromance, romance. Somebody has a bromance, romance because somebody is secretly gay. And I did say somebody likes bondage. Somebody likes to be tied up. All right, if you hold on for 1 second, let me go grab the names. Let me put these up. This is my last reading of the evening. Because I actually have some work to do. I always have work to do. It's my whole life. It's work, work, work. I feel like Rihanna in this bitch. Ow, my goodness, my toe is so swollen. Where it feels like it's broken, but I know it's not broken because I've been wiggling it to make sure. But it's so painful. Alright, we might see this. Alright, I'm going to be adding some more names and ideas into this box as well. Alright. one more. Okay, what wanted to come out but didn't was Zuri, Nashville, Garcia. Somebody wants to reconcile. We have Erica. Somebody needs to have drive, motivation. We have Amber. We have Potts. There's severe weather changes, thunderstorm, tornado, hurricane, earthquake, and somebody could be trying to milk you. All right, hold on. Let me grab this off of the ground. All right. We're at 135. It's been pretty powerful, of course. All right, we have Utah. I did say bear country. Somebody has a very big ego. We have Jamil. We have Thelma, Corey, Dream. That came out yesterday too. Somebody is talking to your friend on the low. We got Caleb. An SUV. Somebody can drive an SUV. That could be significant. Caleb. I had a friend named Caleb. And he got unalived. We have Sarah. Hadley. Reyes. Somebody you have a secret, Virgo. You have the secret. They could be a single parent, or they're claiming that they're a single parent. So I did say somebody is lying about not having a partner. All right. Somebody basically has told somebody a whole heap of lies. We have Morgan. We have Halpert. Katie. We have Sophia. We have Abbott. We have Patrice. We have Major. We have soulmate. So somebody could have met their soulmate. We have Keisha. Somebody who's elderly needs a caregiver. So if you have like elderly resident or elderly relatives, you should go and check on them. Somebody is using your house as an address. So this could be a situation where somebody is getting something shipped to your house or saying that they live at your house. So this could be a situation where somebody is like on probation or parole and they need an address. And so, you know, basically you could be letting somebody use your address. Somebody is a placeholder for you. All right. So somebody could be dealing with someone, but that was only because perhaps, you know, you two weren't together. Or, you know, they were, you know, you were out of town. Like if this is a woman, she could have been dealing with the man, you know, because, you know, perhaps you were locked down or you were away or something like that. But now that you're back in town or now that you're home, you know, shit's going to change. All right. We have Harris. We also have Dakota. That could be somebody's name. That is somebody's name. Or that could be like one of the states, either North Dakota or South Dakota. Somebody is using drones to watch you. Their grandfather could be significant. Somebody is screwing in the basement. We have Eric. I hope I'm not seeing what I think I'm seeing. That would be fucked up if I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing. We have Deshaun. Somebody is trying to be with you, or I'm sorry, somebody is trying to be you, do what you do, and failing miserably at it. You could be dealing with a skinny man. I did say somebody could be skinny. it was them, it's not me. So somebody's trying to like put the blame for something that happened on somebody else. Or if this is not that, this could be a situation where, like, say somebody is like, well, what happened, in your last relationship? Whatever, somebody is telling you, or whatever you're telling somebody is, it wasn't you, it was all them. They were the fucked up one. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't you, it wasn't because of anything that you did. Oh, well, this person, he was very abusive to me. But not saying that the man put his hands on you because he was always catching you at another nigga's house or in another nigga's car or in another nigga's face, or when you get drunk, you know what I'm saying, you want to be all touchy-feeling on everybody, or, you like one of those drunk, somebody gets drunk and the panties come down, baby. Like, once you get a couple of drinks in somebody, all you got to do is be like, and their panties are coming down, or their penis is coming out. Somebody gets very loose with the juice. When there's some juice in them, somebody gets super loose. And that could have always been a problem. Like, you can't take this person nowhere. Y'all can't go nowhere. Y'all can't party and go out, or whatever, like a normal couple, because once your person starts, drinking and everything, this is the second time I keep pinching myself on this chair. Look what I've done to my arm. Oh my goodness. This is just today. Like, I have just like been tearing myself up, Lord. But this is like, y'all can't go out as like a normal couple or whatever, because as soon as one person gets drinks in them, they want to fight. As soon as the other person gets drinks in them, they want to fuck everybody. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I did say two people stay together because they are toxic as fuck individually. So they can be toxic together. A sour girl, somebody is always like agitated, mad, sad. Somebody does not want to be with someone or around someone. Somebody brings somebody's whole energy down, whole spirit down. Like, somebody is just like, sick of somebody. Like, get the fuck away. We have Coleman. We have Aaron. We have Kamala. We have Edwards. Don't sleep with them. All right, whatever that means to you, don't sleep with them. We have Morales. We have Mendoza. Somebody is poor trash out here, period. And this could be somebody is poor trash, but they met them somebody who has some money. So somebody could be like Anna Nicole, what is it? Anna Nicole Simpson. No, not Simpson. What is it? What's her name? The one, the real pretty one who married the old man. And she, Anna, what the fuck was that chick's, the blonde hair girl? She ended up dying. But she basically was like trailer park trash. And then she married some rich ass, old ass oil baron and everything. So somebody could be, doing all the, what is it? I cannot think of her name. If somebody knows who I'm talking about, she used to be like in the 90s. Anna Nicole Smith. Thank you, Miss Teresa. Shit, I couldn't think of that. Somebody is Anna Nicole Smith and their ass into, a rich man's bed. Okay? And so they're studying all the things that they need to know in order to be this man's pick. We have Bridges. Also with Bridges, that could be somebody's name, but somebody has burned a lot of bridges with you. Somebody has just burned bridges. Like, there is no coming back. Period. There is none. We have Capria. We have Dallas. That could be somebody's name, or it could be the city. We have Jackson. They want to come back, or they're coming back. So if this is a situation where somebody left you and you've been like kind of pining for them or whatever, wondering if they're going to come back, they're coming back. First of all, if somebody left you, they left you for somebody whom they thought was better or whom they thought could do more for them than you could, only to find out that they've been catfished, and so now they want to come home. Somebody's trying to keep up with the Joneses with no money. We have Dante. Don't know how they're going to make ends meet, so somebody basically doesn't have any money. And so, you know, nabbing somebody or dating someone who does have money is a dream come true. And they found somebody. They got somebody on the hook. And then finally we have Pal. All right. Now, I want to pull a card on since it's only 143. Hey, Jessa, what is it? Jessos 1984. Thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Great energy, by the way, on this here Friday night. So let's see what this is. Trying to be you and failing miserably at it. We're going to use a different deck. Who's trying to be you, Virgo? And they're failing at it. So who is this for my Virgos? Who's trying to be you? You could be dealing with a Libra. As well as a Gemini. So what came out was the Justice card, the Knight of Swords, and then the Lovers card. Somebody was having an affair with a Libra, or somebody was sleeping with a Libra, or this Libra could have been, so there could have been a Libra trying to shoot their shot with you, or you could have been doing this to somebody, and perhaps this Libra was friends with somebody that you were dealing with, or something to that effect. 1966 could be significant. Somebody could have been born in 66. But this could be like, okay, so say, you know, there's these two, we'll just use girls, two girls, right? They're friends. And so, you know, one of them was dating, we'll call him Teddy. All right, one of them was dating Teddy, right? And so the friend, we're gonna call her Sheila. So Sheila and Teddy were dating, all right? And for whatever reason, they didn't work out. So Sheila's friend, Tammy, you know, has always kind of like, you know, Teddy from afar, or, you know, will be looking, or has at least entertained thoughts in her mind about what it may be like to be with him, right? And so now it could be like Tammy ran into Teddy somewhere. And so basically now they start conversating. First of all, Teddy could be trying to talk to Tammy because he's trying to get back at Sheila in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Or that's his way of getting back at her because possibly she left him. Tammy could be trying to talk to Teddy because she basically is trying to prove that Sheila ain't shit and she's every bit of a woman that Sheila is. So it's more of a competition, ego type of thing. So now you got Tammy out here trying to do all the things that she saw Sheila doing when she was with Teddy. And so now she could be trying to do that because she could be figuring that's, you know, the reason why Teddy was with her was because she was doing X, Y, and Z. So this could be a situation where if Sheila, you know, had her hair cut short when she was with Teddy, now Tammy's going to cut her hair off and have her hair cut short because she figures that's what Teddy likes. And so she's basically trying to compete with Sheila, or, you know, the energy that Sheila brought, okay? And she can't do it. She's unable to do it. Then we have the Empress and then the Three of Cups. Yeah, somebody was somebody was trying to sleep with somebody's wife or get into a third party situation with somebody's wife, somebody's girlfriend. Somebody could have been having an affair with a Libra, period. This Libra could have been sleeping with you, or you were sleeping with this Libra, but whomever this Libra was sleeping with, this was somebody's wife, somebody's girlfriend. So this could be a situation where a friend snaked his homeboy, okay, by trying to, like, you know, push up on his homeboy's girl. What's this screwing in the basement? Let's see, who's screwing in the basement? And then I have to answer Anita's question. And I always do this to the people who are new here. If you want to ask me a broad question, like a yes or no answer question, please feel free to pop that in the chat. All right. All right, who's screwing in the basement for my Virgos? A Taurus and a Virgo. Or, so this could be or a Virgo goes to like a King of Pentacles house and sleeps with this person in the basement. Somebody could have caught somebody fucking in the basement too. So this was like a sneaky link type of situation. So I got a Virgo and I got a Taurus. At the bottom of the deck, I have a King of Pentacles. So this is given that perhaps there's a Virgo out here who goes over to a Taurus's house and they sleep together. Or there is a Taurus that's out here sleeping with this King of Pentacles. And perhaps, Virgo, you caught this person. You know this. You know somebody was cheating. Or somebody was sleeping with somebody. Also, this is a situation where I don't know why this shit's giving me Brokeback Mountain. This is giving me Brokeback Mountain, where basically somebody caught two men fucking in the basement. I did say, bro, man, somebody's on the down low. On the down low. So this could be a situation where somebody and their same-sex lover, you know, like their same-sex lover comes over, perhaps like in the middle of the night or late at night or something like that. And, you know, they go downstairs in the basement and bugger each other and everything. Somebody could have walked downstairs and could have caught these two men. I don't know where that just came from. Also, there's two men that always go on fishing trips together. This shit is very Brokeback Mountain. There's a very strong bromance. These two are always going on fishing trips, camping trips together. You know, they're always together and all. Yeah, these two are actually sleeping together as well. I did say somebody comes up with like elixirs or tinctures or something. Somebody could like sell like cannabis infused oils or things like that or creates like homeopathic remedies or tinctures that they, you know, they say can cure or supposed to be cure-alls or something like that. Somebody lives a very outback wildlife type of life. Somebody's very, you know, nature oriented as well. There's something about the parks. I don't know what wildlife park or what wildlife preserve or something like that. Somebody also runs dope through the parks too. Just FYI. That just came out of nowhere. So it could be like a Yellowstone and like say, you know, say you find a cabin in the wood and it's maintained, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't ever seem to be anybody there. Yeah. Also, cattle ranching could be significant too. Also, here we go with this whole cannibalism shit. I don't know about something about some meat. It could come out that this meat is human flesh or Okay, now I'm gonna say this because 5 years ago I said this about cannibals. Okay, I said I saw something about bestiality, and I saw something about cannibals. I also saw something about somebody having a RICO case and going down for it and everything. I saw problems in the Middle East. Okay, now every time I saw these things, I thought I was crazy. I said, no, that can't be what it is. And it always turned out to be what it is. So I'm getting ready to share this shit with you all right now. There's going to come out that basically people go missing in the parks, or, like there could be like an area where there is like a high number of like missing people, or people go missing, or they go camping, but, they're never heard from again. These people are being farmed. These people are being slaughtered and their meat is being sold. Somebody, if you're going camping, especially if you're going camping, please be careful. Something is going to come out about how campers disappear. You know what I'm saying? People go into like, the parks or the wildlife or like forests and shit to go camping and or fishing, and you don't never see the motherfuckers again. It's like they disappeared into thin air. There's going to be something about that. Now, somebody, I've seen a couple of TikTok, videos about that where somebody, there's this guy who talked about it. Not a couple, I've only actually seen one. And this is guy talking about the high number or the high number of disappearances surrounding national parks and things like that. Yeah, so people will find, there's going to be something coming out about that. Something is being done to these campers that disappear. First of all, we're gonna find out that there is a cattle. There's problems with the cat. There's a cow shortage, and has been for quite some time. Only people didn't know that. So that whole thing about human flesh and people eating people and things like that, that has been actually happening for a while in some areas, some restaurants, whatever. That actually, this is not anything new. This has been going on. And it could come out that one of the ways that this has been able to continue and to go on is that people who go to like these remote places are taken, slaughtered, and their meat is sold. This is giving me, what was that movie? The Hills Have Eyes. You said 25 years. It's been going on for 25 years. So you feel what I'm saying? This is giving me the Hills Have Eyes type situation where people go and then they, somehow get, like a flat tire or some shit, like something happens, but basically they disappear and they're never heard from again. Yeah. A flesh farm or meat farm is going to be discovered in one of these states. This could also be what is happening to the Native Americans up there who have been disappearing too. It's something crazy. Like when this shit comes out, it's going to destroy the fast food industry. It's going to destroy the meat industry. Because people are not going to know whether or not they're eating actual animals or whether they're eating actual flesh. Human flesh. It's real. back to somebody is screwing in the basement. Also, if somebody is living with somebody, they could make the excuse like they got to go to the store or something like that. And when they go to the store, so this could be a situation if somebody is having a third party, beef meat is humans. I don't know about you. You said beef meat. I believe McDonald's. I believe that. Now, allegedly, but I do believe that, because if they sell a billion burgers or millions of burgers a day, there is no fucking way that supply or that demand can keep up with the supply of animals. There's just no fucking way. There's none, unless this is genetically modified meat. I believe that with my whole heart and soul. It'll be a cold day in hell if I eat any burger from McDonald's again. But anyway, so this could be a situation where, you know, you have a little third party situation. So you all want to hook up and get a little quick in, so you can call your person like, yeah, meet me over such and such's house or whatever. Meet me over such and such a house in 30 minutes. And so now you telling your person like, hey, I got to go to the store. Or I'll be right back. I got to go, you know, run this errand. And so, you know, you leave out the house, go over to a friend's house where your little, you know, shorty is waiting for you. And then you're out back home. You could be dealing with a Taurus as well. So we had Taurus for you, Virgo. We had Sagittarius, and we had Leo. And what was the other one we had? We had, no, we had Sagittarius. All right. Screwing in the basement. Let's see who's using your house as an address. I don't know if this is making sense to anybody that's watching, but I'm going to stop. I'm going to just start saying what comes out, because every time I see something, I think, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Like, that's too crazy. You can't, that's not really what it is. And it actually is what it is. All right, who's using your house as an address? So this could be like somebody is getting something shipped to your house as well. All right, we have the 10 of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and then the King of Wands in the reverse. First of all, somebody, you can't get a hold of somebody, so somebody's supposed to be at work or whatever, or when you call this person and you can't get a hold of this person, they say, well, the reason I had to cut my phone off, hey, little Miss Anna, watch and be careful. All right, I'm gonna have to do that, I guess. Hey, little Miss Anna, thank you for coming back, babe. So this could be a situation where your person is saying that, you know, they have a job and they're going to work, or they're at work, you know, and so because they're at work, they had to cut their phone off. That's the reason why you couldn't get in contact with them. This person is lying. This person wasn't at work. Somebody is a whore. Somebody is a liar. A big ass liar. A big liar. Somebody could also say that they were over their parents' house, or they were with their parent, or like I was over my mom's house helping my mom do X, Y, and Z. That could also be a lie. We have the High Priestess, the Empress, and then the Queen of Cups. Also, somebody's little girlfriend is pregnant. So you could be dealing with a water sign female, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. This person could be pregnant as well. Also, if that's not the case, somebody could lie and say that they're not married. So this is a situation where somebody is married, but you would never know it, because they sure don't act married. They act single as shit. Also, somebody's pregnant, and perhaps somebody does get readings, And that was what was foretold for them, is that somebody's going to get pregnant. Also, you could have told somebody that they weren't the father of a child. And perhaps they did not believe you. They believe your ass now. Somebody used a pregnancy to try to keep somebody or keep somebody in a situation. Or somebody stayed with someone because they believed the child was theirs, and perhaps, you know, you could have told someone, or they could have went and gotten a reading, and that's how they know now that the child is not theirs. Virgo, I don't know who that's for. Alright, and then finally, using drones to watch you. Who's using drones to watch you? Who's using drones to watch my Virgos? All right. We got a King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If this is not a fire sign gentleman, this is someone who is of a brown complexion. This is somebody who could possibly have a business. This is also somebody who's older. So this could be a very older gentleman. This is somebody who has money. This is somebody who belongs to a country club. So this could be somebody in a very high power position as well. This could be a Gemini that's watching you with drones. Somebody could also be from the Middle East or from Egypt as well. Akhenaten, or somebody could be into like Middle Eastern, Northern African, something like that. Somebody could also be a museum curator or something like that. This could also be somebody from your past who's still keeping tabs on you. So this could be someone that you were in a long-term relationship. You know, you were in some type of, not so much a romantic relationship. So this could be like an old business person or somebody that you used to do business with or that you used to work with. Somebody could be like keeping tabs on you, or somebody could be flying drones over somebody's house. If this is a Gemini, which is par 4 Gemini, because they are the stalking sign. All right, so did I get anything? No. Okay, no questions. All right, so let's see what Anita has, and then I'm gonna hop off. She wants to know what is coming towards her. I hope good things. All right, what's coming towards Anita? All right, what's coming towards Anita? You could be dealing with a Pisces, or you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Well, you could be finding out, or you could have found out a secret. Perhaps you could have found out that somebody was bisexual or into the same sex, and that kind of threw you for a loop. Also, you could be graduating. You could be in school, or you could have like taken a class or some type of course or something like that, and you could be finished, or somebody that you know could be graduating at this time. This could be a Capricorn, but I am more so getting that you could be finding out that the person that you are dealing with is into or possibly could be into the same sex. All right, with this devil card here. Also, now I'm not gonna say possibly is. Also, yeah. Somebody is definitely bi. Somebody is also out here sleeping with a Libra. That's going to be over. Somebody also could be sleeping with I did say somebody is into trans. Somebody likes trans. So you could be finding that out. All right, 2 hours and 10 minutes. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. All right, I don't even know what time it is, but I'm getting ready to eat something, finish my delicious glass of wine. Please join me tomorrow. I'm going to get 2 more out. I'm going to try to do a little bit more because I would like to get all of them done this weekend. So that way, next week I can just do my Tales from the Hood collectives and everything. And so until the next time, deuces. Bye, y'all.